Ever wondered how vast China truly is? Let's put things into perspective. China, officially known as the People's Republic of China, is the third largest country in the world by land area, behind only Russia and Canada. Its geographical expanse stretches over approximately 9 million square kilometers. That's about the same size as the entire continent of Europe or the United States. But it's not just the sheer size that's impressive. The diversity of China's landscapes is truly staggering. From the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas in the west, the world's highest mountain range, to the vast Gobi and Taklamakan deserts in the north and west. Let's not forget the fertile plains of the east where the mighty Yangtze River flows, and the tropical rainforests in the south near the border with Vietnam. And then, there's the coastline. China has the world's third longest coastline after Canada and Indonesia, stretching over 18,000 kilometers. This is longer than the entire distance between New York and Sydney, Australia. But what's a country without its people? China is home to the largest population in the world. Over 1.4 billion people call China home. That's nearly 1/5 of the world's population. To put that into perspective, if you were to line up everyone in China, the line would stretch around the Earth's equator not once, not twice, but over 4 times. China's population isn't just large, it's diverse. The nation officially recognizes 56 distinct ethnic groups, each with their own unique traditions and languages. From the dominant Han Chinese, who make up over 90% of the population, to the Tibetan, Uyghur, Zhuang, and many other ethnic groups, China is a melting pot of cultures and traditions. So, China isn't just big, it's truly gigantic, and its landscape's as diverse as its 1.4 billion people. Do you believe you can see the Great Wall of China from space? Think again. It's a widely circulated myth, but in reality it's just not true. Although the Great Wall is over 13,000 miles long, it's only about 30 feet wide on average. From space, that's similar to trying to spot a single strand of hair from 2 miles away. Scientists and astronauts alike have confirmed this. Yang Liwei, China's first astronaut, confessed during his 2003 space mission that he couldn't see the iconic structure. Even Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield, who was particularly keen on finding the Great Wall from his vantage point on the International Space Station, admitted it was hard to spot. In fact, it's actually easier to see broader structures like airports and cities due to their extensive lighting and larger area. So the next time someone tells you the Great Wall is visible from space, you can confidently debunk that myth. Did you know that China is home to some of the most advanced technology in the world? China's technological prowess is a testament to its relentless pursuit of innovation. It's a world where cash has become almost obsolete, replaced by mobile payment platforms that have revolutionized commerce. Imagine strolling through a bustling marketplace where vendors sell everything from spicy noodles to silken scarves, and paying for your purchases with just a quick scan of a QR code. This is the reality for millions who use services like WeChat Pay and Alipay, products of tech giants Tencent and Alibaba respectively. But China's technological leap isn't limited to just mobile payments. The country has also made significant strides in transportation with its high-speed rail network, one of the most expansive and sophisticated in the world. Picture this, trains that zip across the vast Chinese landscape at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, connecting far-flung cities and towns in a matter of hours. It's the kind of travel efficiency that's hard to beat. And let's not forget about China's advancements in artificial intelligence. The country is home to some of the most cutting-edge AI research and development, with applications ranging from facial recognition to autonomous vehicles. The rise of AI in China is part of a broader push towards technological supremacy, and it's a race they are determined to win. It's also worth noting the rise of tech giants in China, companies like Alibaba and Tencent. These aren't just big players on the local scene, they're global powerhouses that have shaped the way we shop, communicate, and even play. From Alibaba's e-commerce dominance to Tencent's influence in the gaming world, these companies are testament to China's technological might. China's technological leap is a fascinating journey, one that continues to shape the country's future and impact the world. It's a leap that's been driven by a culture of innovation and a commitment to progress. And it's a leap that shows no signs of slowing down. From cashless payments to high-speed trains, China's technological leap is indeed impressive. Did you know that tea was invented in China? Yes, the humble tea leaf has a storied past, dating back to the 3rd millennium BC in regions that now make up Yunnan province. As legend has it, Emperor Shennong, an early pioneer of agriculture, discovered the drink when a leaf from a wild tea bush fell into his pot of boiling water. Over the centuries, tea became deeply embedded in Chinese society, influencing art, philosophy, religion, and even politics. It's not just a beverage, it's a way of life. Tea ceremonies, for instance, are an integral part of traditional Chinese culture, embodying harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. But the influence of Chinese tea extends far beyond its borders. It fueled the global trade, sparking a demand that led to the infamous tea opium wars of the 19th century. Today it continues to shape cultures around the world, from British tea times to the Japanese tea ceremony. So next time you sip your tea, remember its roots trace back to ancient China. Have you ever wondered about the effects of China's one-child policy? It's a question that's been on many minds, and today, we're diving into it. In the late 70s, China was grappling with a rapidly growing population. The government foresaw the potential strain on resources and decided to take a drastic step, the one-child policy. It was a simple yet severe rule. Most couples were allowed to have only one child. The policy was intended to curb population growth and alleviate socio-economic issues. However, the one-child policy had a profound impact on China's population structure. For starters, it created a significant gender imbalance. Due to cultural preferences for male heirs, many families opted for sex-selective practices, resulting in an excess of men. Then there's the issue of aging. With fewer young people and more elderly, China's found itself with a skewed demographic pyramid. This aging population poses challenges in terms of healthcare, pensions, and workforce. But perhaps one of the most poignant repercussions is the little emperor syndrome. With all resources poured into one child, these little emperors often face immense pressure to succeed. Fast forward to today and you'll see a shift in the wind. In 2015, the government replaced the one-child policy with a two-child policy, hoping to stimulate a baby boom. But it didn't quite pan out. The cost of raising children in modern China deterred many from having more than one child. As a result, in 2021, the government introduced a three-child policy. It's still early days to determine the success of this policy, but it's clear that the government is attempting to balance the demographic scales. The one-child policy, while a radical approach to population control, has had long-lasting effects on Chinese society. It's a testament to how government policies can shape the demographics and, by extension, the destiny of a nation. The one-child policy has certainly left an indelible mark on China's demographic landscape. Ever wondered how many characters there are in the Chinese language? Well, brace yourself for a linguistic journey like no other. China's language is a fascinating blend of complexity and artistry, a testament to the country's rich history and cultural depth. At the heart of this complexity lies the Chinese script, a system of symbols that's as intricate as it is expansive. While an educated Chinese person typically knows around 5,000 characters, the total number of these symbols actually runs into tens of thousands. Picture that, tens of thousands of unique symbols, each with its own meaning and pronunciation. But that's not all. The Chinese language isn't a single unified entity. Instead, it's a collection of dialects, each with its own unique phonetics, vocabulary, and grammar. From the melodic tones of Mandarin, the official language, to the vibrant rhythms of Cantonese, Shanghainese, and Hokkien, the linguistic landscape of China is as diverse as its geographical one. Now, if you're thinking learning Chinese sounds like a Herculean task, you're not wrong. But it's also an immensely rewarding one. The Chinese characters aren't just symbols, they're stories. Each character is a piece of art, its structure and strokes often reflecting its meaning. Learning Chinese, then, is like uncovering a treasure trove of stories, each more captivating than the last. But here's the kicker. Learning Chinese isn't just about memorizing characters and mastering tones. It's about understanding the Chinese way of life. The language is deeply intertwined with the country's culture, its philosophies, and its worldview. To learn Chinese is to gain an insight into the Chinese psyche, to appreciate the nuances of their traditions, and to immerse oneself in their rich cultural tapestry. So mastering Chinese isn't just about learning a language, it's about embracing a rich and intricate culture.